Hello, this is Unbox Arabi and this is my review for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. First of all, let's talk about the design and the build quality of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Regarding the design, Apple redesigned all the phones this year to a new design that is similar to the iPhone 4S or the iPhone 5, and I really love this design and enjoy how it looks. For me it looks really amazing, especially with the shiny edges of the phone which are flat now. Unfortunately those edges are fingerprint magnets, but they look so good when you have no fingerprints on them, which is almost impossible, so you have to have a case on it in order to protect it from the fingerprints, but it looks really good without the fingerprints. The build quality for the iPhones this year is really incredible, especially for the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which have stainless steel edges that are more durable than the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 minis aluminum edges. So when you drop the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max, they will be more durable than the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 mini. The iPhone 12 Pro Max really feels like a solid brick in your hand, so I feel that the build quality is really excellent and on point in every aspect, so I like the build quality very much. Also, all the iPhone 12 models this year have the ceramic shield glass, which is 4 times more durable than last year's glass. And I have seen multiple drop tests for this ceramic shield, and it's really durable, and most of the time it doesn't break. Sometimes even the screen itself gets damaged, but the glass doesn't break, so that's a plus for me also in the durability side. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is the biggest and the best iPhone in this year's lineup. It comes with a 6.7-inch display, which is 0.2 inches bigger than the iPhone 12 Pro Max. For me, it's a very incredible size, and I like big phones, so this size really is the sweet spot for me. Also, it's very good for media consumption, so you can watch movies, you can watch like YouTube videos, and it's really big, and it's like let's say a mini tablet. It's not like a tablet, but it's really big, so you can watch media and enjoy watching media instead of going for your iPad to watch like a YouTube movie or something. Also for gaming, it's really good. Of course, the performance for gaming is really good, so with a big screen and nice colors, so the gaming experience is really good. Except this year we don't have 120 hertz display. A lot of people are like pushing for 120 hertz and want 120 hertz for the display. We heard rumors that the iPhone this year will have the 120 Hz display, but unfortunately we didn't get that. For me personally, I don't play a lot of games on my phone. I usually play on PC or on my console, so it's not a big deal for me, but for a lot of people, they play games a lot or mobile games a lot, so it matters for them. For me personally, it doesn't make any difference. Regarding one-hand use for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I don't think you can do it. It's a bit hard to reach the top of the phone using one hand. You have to like hold the phone with the other hand and do it, or you can use reachability to reach the top of the phone for the control center or whatever. So for one-handed use, it's a no-no. The battery in the iPhone 12 Pro Max is pretty good. Actually, I was able to get like 8 hours 17 minutes of screen on time, and I was able to get through like a day and a half without charging the phone. So it's pretty good, especially since I'm coming from the iPhone 10. So the battery life is a huge difference between the iPhone 12 Pro Max and the iPhone 10. So I'm pretty satisfied with the battery life for the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Of course, the battery life varies between 6 to 8 hours depending on which type of applications you use. Like for example, the camera takes a lot of battery, gaming takes a lot of battery. So it depends from person to person, it's different. But overall, I like the battery life of the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and it's sufficient for my usage. Unfortunately, this year the iPhone 12 Pro Max has a smaller battery than the iPhone 11 Pro Max last year. So the iPhone 11 Pro Max has a better battery than this phone, but it's still decent and fairly similar battery life. Maybe the difference is like 1 to 2 hours maximum. So it's a good battery life and I'm satisfied with it. So the charging in the iPhone 12 Pro Max is 20 watts compared to the 18 watt in the iPhone 11 Pro Max or the iPhone 11 in general. So it's like 2 or 3 watts faster. The charging speed is decent. Of course, it's not as fast as other Android flagships, but for me it's decent, and you can charge the whole phone in like 1 hour and like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. So that's fine for me personally. And also now you have the MagSafe charger, which comes with a 15 watt charging or wireless charging with magnets. So the addition of this type of charging is really cool. I like using the MagSafe. I have it. I bought the MagSafe. I bought 2 actually. So I really enjoy MagSafe. It's simple, easy. Maybe the magnets need to be a little bit stronger, especially when you have cases from other manufacturers that don't support the MagSafe accessories. The magnets will be almost like weak, you know. You can just wiggle them and they will fall off, but it's not that easy to detach the magnetic charger or the MagSafe. But I really like the charging experience in general in the iPhones, and I hope next year we get a better and bigger battery in the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now let's talk about the best thing in the iPhone 12 lineup, and especially in the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is the camera. The camera in the iPhone 12 Pro Max comes with a larger sensor for the main camera. So it's larger than the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12, which in turn gives you a better low light performance. So I can say that the low light performance in the iPhone 12 Pro Max is incredible. I love how this phone handles dark or low light images. So I'm really satisfied with this experience using the phone in the dark or in low light situations. Of course, I'm impressed with the camera performance in the iPhone 12 Pro Max because I'm coming from an iPhone 10. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is way better than the iPhone 10 in every single situation. And since the sensor is larger, you will hold your phone for 1 second instead of 3 seconds in the iPhone 12 Pro and the other phones. Also, sometimes the night mode is not triggered since the sensor and the camera is letting in more light, so you don't need the night mode and you will get a shot without using a night mode, which is sharper than the iPhone 12 Pro and the other models, which is a really nice thing. Also, the iPhone 12 Pro Max uses IBIS or in-body image stabilization instead of using image stabilization, which only stabilizes the lens like the stabilization in the iPhone 12 Pro and the other models. So this gives you better stabilization. I have tested the stabilization and it's really good. It's really good. I was driving at like 100 kilometers per hour, and I took a shot from my car's window and the image was like still. So it's really good, and the stabilization is incredible for something that's inside a phone. And this technology also helps in low light, as I mentioned before, so this is really good. Also, we have the LiDAR sensor, which is available in the iPhone 12 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro, which lets you focus better in the dark. Actually, I think 6 times better as per Apple. Also, it enables you to do portrait mode in low light with good focus. So it's a nice addition for this phone, and I really like the low light in performance for the camera in general. Like specifically, I like the low light performance better than anything in this camera. I just want to mention some cons for the camera of this iPhone. The first one is that in portrait mode in low light, you don't have the night mode enabled for the telephoto lens, which is a bit annoying. So you can only use the portrait mode with the night mode in the main camera, and you can't use it with the portrait lens. Also, I wish that the ultra wide angle camera in this phone is better. Don't get me wrong, this ultra wide camera is really good and way better than some other phones, but still it's not good enough. The photos are usable and all, but in low light the performance is really not good. And even if you shoot in decent light, you can see a difference between the main camera and the wide angle. The wide angle is softer than the main camera. I get that most of wide angles are like with this kind of quality, but I hope that we get a ultra wide angle camera with the same performance of the main camera. That would be really incredible. The telephoto lens in the iPhone 12 Pro Max has 2.5 times zoom instead of the 2 times zoom that is present in the iPhone 12 Pro. So the iPhone 12 Pro Max has more zoom, but the aperture of the lens is f2.2, and in the iPhone 12 Pro the aperture is f2.0. So in the iPhone 12 Pro Max you get more zoom but worse low light performance, but in the iPhone 12 Pro you get better low light performance but less zoom. So it's not that noticeable between the two. The difference is not that big, but it's there. I just wanted to tell you about this. Now let's talk about video. The video in the iPhone 12 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 lineup in general is amazing. As you have already seen from other reviews, the video performance in the iPhone is really good. The stabilization is excellent and the video is very smooth, and the video in these iPhones are the best in any smartphone. This is not just me saying this. You can see other reviews and let's say like 90% of them will say the same thing. The videos are fluid and the colors are incredible, especially with the Dolby Vision technology that Apple brought to the iPhone 12 lineup. So the iPhone 12 Pro Max and the iPhone 12 Pro will shoot Dolby Vision at 4K 60 FPS, but the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 mini will shoot Dolby Vision at 4K 30 FPS. So you get a 30 FPS boost if you go for the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And I can tell you those videos look incredible. They look so real, like you are looking at real life. If you film something and see it on the screen, you can see, like, you feel like you're inside this video. I don't know how to explain, but it's really good. It's really true to life. You can experience really incredible video quality using these iPhones. I highly recommend this phone for anyone who loves shooting videos. I don't think any phone can beat this phone currently. Maybe in the future, but now nothing beats the iPhone 12 in video. Let's talk quickly about performance. As usual, Apple provides us with a processor that is more power efficient and more powerful each year. So this year they gave us the A14 Bionic, which is the best processor in any smartphone available in the market right now. As per Apple sayings, they say that it's 50% faster than other processors in the CPU, and also 50% faster in the GPU. I can say that the performance is very good in gaming, and the phone is snappy and very fast. I don't think you can feel a difference between the last year's models and this year, but the phone is very fast, and apps open fast, games open fast and run great. I didn't face any issues in performance, so overall it's very good. And now let's talk about 5G. Apple talked a lot about 5G in the keynote, and they brought Verizon or AT&T, Verizon I think, yeah. And they talked a lot about 5G, it's the future, it's whatever. Here in my country I have 95% of my country covered in 5G signal, so I'm good to go. Also in my house I have 5G signal, so that is good. But in our country we don't have millimeter wave versions of the phone. As you know, only in the US you have the millimeter wave antenna, which is the really fast 5G, as you can say. Here we have the normal 5G, the normal speeds of 5G. So I was getting around like 700 megabits per second in download, and something around like 100 to 200 megabits per second upload, which is pretty fast, of course, way faster than 4G. So I can't complain about 5G. It's working for me and it's fast, so that's really good. But keep in mind that it drains your battery faster, so you might as well just turn it off if you don't use it, or use the auto feature that Apple featured in the new iOS 14, which like turns on the 5G when the phone thinks that you need it, and turn it off when the phone thinks that you don't. Actually it doesn't change, like it doesn't change the badge to 4G when it's on 4G, it just stays as 5G. But yeah, they say it changes it, so let's just trust them maybe. The iPhone 12 Pro Max comes in 3 colors, I think: blue and gold and white and black. Four colors. So I really wanted to get the gold color since I fell in love with that color ever since I saw it. But unfortunately here in my country they didn't bring a lot of gold iPhones. For some reason they only brought blue iPhones, so I couldn't wait and I got the iPhone in blue, while I wanted to get the gold, but I got the blue. The colors are really good, especially the blue, especially the gold. and also the blue looks really good. So depends on your taste. For me, they all look good, so that's it. Hope that this video was not very long. As you saw, I think that this iPhone is really good and the performance is great, the camera is great, the build quality is great. So overall, I am very satisfied with the iPhone 12 Pro Max and I'm really happy with what I'm getting. Everything else is maybe software related. Some people like more customizations, some people like to dig deep inside the phone. For me, I just like to use the iPhone since it's simple, straight to the point, and sometimes I miss some features from Android, but I really like the user experience on the iPhone and I'm very happy with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Tell me, what do you think of the iPhone 12 if you have one in the comments below, and if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so that you receive notifications every time I upload a new video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out.